Hi guys, welcome back to the garden. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm Naomi, your newbie gardener here, gardening in Zone 6B, Missouri. And guys, today I started the video with you looking at what I consider to be one of my successes so far this season. This is Tranquility. She is in bloom, alright? But what is even more important, what makes it a success, is take a look. Take a look. She is in a container. Yes, guys. This is my first attempt at three David Austin roses in a container. And look at this. Tranquility is growing. Let me take you in close. And she's got, not only does she got lots of flowers, there are lots of buds. More flowers to come. And look at the healthy new growth. What? This is good, guys. All right. And I'll put this into perspective for you. I tried last season to start bare roots to grow roses in containers. And I had absolutely no success. I failed at it. All right. This year I decided that, you know what? I'm going to try this again. All right. Now this that we're looking at was not a bare root. This was purchased as a potted rose. And transplanted, well, I got it last season, transplanted from the ground into the container. There are 3 of them in this container, guys. And right now they look healthy. Yeah. I think I'm going to be able to achieve that David Austin container look with a big bushy rose in the container. I have had to keep up on watering. It has been very important. And it's going to be even more important now because the days are getting hotter, guys. We're going to be in the 90s next week. All right? But she looks good. Isn't that beautiful? Let me pull back so you guys can see her. Look at that. That's a good job, guys. All right. So welcome to the garden. All right. So on to what we're going to be doing today. I don't know if you guys remember in the last video, I spoke about replacing some fire chiefs that had died. We have 2 fire chiefs that we need to replace. And I also have a Rose of Sharon that needs to be removed as well. So I don't have the replacement for the Rose of Sharon yet, but I do have the replacement for the fire chiefs. So we're going to go ahead and just get those put in the ground really quick before the day warms up. And then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us, right? You are looking at, let me see, Thomas A. Beckett. Oh, guys, also, this is planted bare root in a container a month ago. So he is 1 month old now. And look at this. Thomas has buds. What? These roses are just doing really well this year. Look at this. This is amazing to me, guys. I'm actually growing roses in containers. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. All right. All right, you're familiar with our Bobo hydrangea. We have one on either side. We've got one here. And let me see if I can have you see the other. There she is. And we have another one beside Desdemona there at the end. Well, that's actually where we're going to be working today to remove the fire chief Arborvitae. All right, and I promise today, guys, I will not be getting distracted. No. I know in the last video we got distracted looking at roses. Today, guys, we are going to be working. So let me set up the camera. This is the first one that needs to be removed. And then we have the other. Birds are in the garden this morning. I need to get a bird bath for them, guys. It's going to be hot and they're going to need moisture. Let me see. I'm looking for the other one that needs to be replaced. Ah, right here. And this is number 2. And also, while I'm at it, guys, I think I'm going to remove these. The sky pencil hollies. They're not enjoying the space. Yeah, we have to. I have to accept that. They just don't like this space. I am seeing new growth. Look at this. I'm seeing new growth, which is good, but I just don't think they're happy in the space. Seeing the new growth makes me now want to second guess myself. But look at this. This is not a happy plant, right? No. All right, well, we'll think about it. But for now, let's focus on the task at hand. The sky pencil, no, not sky pencil, the Fire Chief Arborvitae. I guess, let us get to work here. I'm going to set the camera up and we're just going to get right into it. Alright, so first step is going to be to get that rock out of there, move that rock, and then, oh, you know what, I should show you guys something. Although the fire chiefs are dying, they're all doing so on one side. There's actually one side of the plant that is alive. Look, can you guys see this? Let me see if you can see it. I don't know if you can, but this side of the plant is actually alive, but this entire side has died. So when I take it out of the ground, I'm actually going to see if I can divide it. I don't know if what I'm saying sounds logical, but I'm going to try to divide the plant, remove the half that has died, and I'm going to try to save the other half that's alive. What do you guys think? Yeah, hey, you never know until you try, right? So we are going to try it. Worst case scenario is that it does not work. But if it does, then I end up having 2 more fire chiefs that I can place somewhere else in the garden. So that will be good. Alright, let me put the camera back in place here. And I will show you, yeah, if you see right there on that side is green. I'm going to try to divide it there and then plant up the side that's good. I may have to go into the store. I don't have any soil. But I'm still going to take them out today. I'm not going to stop. Alright guys, let's do this. I think my camera is getting hot, guys, but so it keeps shutting off on me. Well, let me just show you this really quick. We got it out, and I see here's the side that is, whoops, falling all apart. Here's the one side that's alive. I'm going to try to save this piece and see if I can grow another plant from it. And then we'll do something with the side that has completely died away. Alright. Oh, Naomi didn't carry containers. There you go. Alright, so I just for now just popped it in the container right there. Alright, let's play with this hole and get the new one in. Alright, guys, it is heating up so fast. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a hot day. Alright, so let's clear the space. Alright, we've got the hole ready. Okay, let's get this little guy in here. Okay. I've made sure to water this container very well because I find it's always more difficult to, I just feel like when you plant it without having watered the container, that it's so difficult to get the plant hydrated. Alright. Oh. Alright. That was an easy drop in. Let me just check make sure I have it aligned properly. But make sure its center starts with the center of the other plants here. It has to look right, guys. It has to be in line. How about that right there? I think that looks good, guys. Right about here. Let's get some soil in here. Alright. I think I like that placement right there. Whew. Alright, let's get the soil in. And we are finished with number 1. I'll be able to get out of the sun. Because number 2 is going to be in the shade, which is good. Okay. Alright, so we have number 1 transplanted. Looks like a little baby, right? Compared to the other beside it, but that's alright. They grow very quickly, I've learned. I'm just now hoping that it grows well for me. Alright, I have the rocks back in place. I just have to come back in and spray to clean the rocks off a bit. Now it's time to move on to number 2, let me grab my stuff. This is the one I just took out of the ground. And so I'm going to try to save, as I mentioned, there's one side of the plant that seems to be alive. See the green in here? If I'm too close. But I'm going to go ahead and try to divide the plant and then put the part that is alive in a container. I have nothing to lose, right? Give it a shot. We learn by doing. Well, at least I do. Alright. Okay, so let's make it down to Munstead Wood saying good morning. Guys, you know you can't pass Munstead Wood without saying hello. Woo. Munstead Wood is still giving us a show, guys. Refuses to stop. Just absolutely refuses to stop. Wow, just keeps on going. I have deadheaded this plant 4 times now. Yeah. And every morning there is more to deadhead. And the more you deadhead, the more blooms. Alright? Yeah, Munstead Wood is just really, really putting on an awesome show. Alright, so I promised I wasn't going to get distracted with the roses, so we are not going to do that. We're going to head straight down here to number 2. Right? This is where we have the other that needs to be removed from the ground. Again, a portion of the plant is alive, and I'm going to try to save that portion. But we are going to put new plants in the ground. I'm so glad that we're finally getting this done, guys. Let's see here. Make sure you are centered. Seconds here, almost done. Okie dokie, guys. We are finished. Wow, I finally got this done. Can't believe it. It took, there was a lot of procrastination there, guys. A lot of procrastination. Every day I came and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I ended up doing something else. So we planted the babies. Way smaller than what I normally plant. I think this was in a, what size container is that? Maybe a 2-3 gallon. And we got them initially in 5-gallon containers. But I think starting off with a smaller plant will probably improve my chances of success. Okay, so we did good there, and since we have some more time, let's go ahead. I'm going to use the same containers that I got the replacements out of, because they seem to be small enough, and I have a bag of topsoil. Let's go ahead and mix something up and try to save the half of these plants that I think are still alive. Okay, with me, let's go to the garage and get reset. Look at the fire chiefs, guys. Aren't you loving them? Love them. Just keep looking. Don't stop looking. Beautiful, right? Okay. I'm going to put the camera in the shade because it is overheating at one of my favorite spots. Actually, in the garage. That works. Oh, and that will keep me out of the sun as well because, guys, it is hot out there. Woo! It's hot. All right. This is where we are. Let's see if I can get a good view of where we are. And let me get the items that we need to work on. And let's get started. Oh, my fingers hurt. Okay, guys, so I have transitioned. I'm hiding in the garage because I'm telling you, it is hot out there. Whew, I do not know the actual temperature. All I can tell you is that, girls, I am burning up. All right. Let me take the wheelbarrow. I had to hide in the shade to do this part. There is no way I'd survive in that sun. All right, so let's get to dividing these fire chiefs here. Now, guys, this is the first time that I'm doing this. This is all experimental, so I am trying something new, learning as I go, and I lost my gloves, which are right behind me. All right. What I should do before even dividing them is get the amount of soil that I need mixed up, right? I think that would be a good idea. I'm going to use the same containers that I just got the babies out of that I just planted in the ground. I know. Yes, the pieces that I'm going to cut are very small. We're going to fill them here. Make sure I have just what I need. Basic topsoil, guys, is what I have. And I found that it works. Well, it has worked with my roses. One, I don't want to mix it more than I need, so I'm just measuring out the containers real quick. I need the containers. So I've got 1.5. So I can mix some other stuff in. That is what I have, so rather than having the plants, rather than just throwing away what I think to be a portion of the plant that is alive, I am going to try to save it. Alright, so that's the topsoil. And I do have some peat moss back here. Let's let that dust settle for a second. Guys, it is hot in here. Do you know what's running through my mind? I don't know if you guys know this one, right? Let's see, it goes 96 degrees in the shade. It's real hot. Oh my God, guys, it is hot. Can I tell you? In the shade. All right, let's get this mixed up here. Woo, let me use my shovel. That peat moss is really dusty. Let me get some water. Yeah, it's 90, feels like 96 degrees in the shade now. Can I tell you? I am sweating. And now that song is going to be on my mind for the rest of the day. Normally when I garden, guys, I normally have my music playing. But since I started doing the videos with you, I've not had the music playing, but I have not been able to turn it off in the back of my mind, right? So when I pop out in song, all of a sudden, just sing along with me if you know it, right? There it is. Life is beautiful, guys. We gotta live it, yeah? All right. So I am reusing the containers that I just got the new ones out of that we planted in the ground. And there really should be no issues with them, but just in case, I'm going to spray with the containers with some Lysol. I saw this on in one of the nursery videos. Alright, so although I rinsed those containers, I still spray them down with Lysol to ensure that there are no, I don't know, to kill whatever might be on the container that would not be good for the plant that I'm putting in there, I think. I saw it on a video, guys, in Judgment Hill Francis Nursery, and that's how when they're recycling their containers, they always spray them down with Lysol. Cleaner is better, right? Alright. It's 96 degrees, and I'll stop singing now. Let's get this plant. Let's see if we can get this one out here. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I am doing it anyway. In the shade. I wish I was in the shade. Alright. Where is my shovel? Shovel. Alright, guys, now I lost the shovel. Okay, it's right here. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe just slice it. Let me, oh, you're not looking at the plant. Let me turn you to the plant. I'm so sorry. Alright, so here's the plant that we are going to attempt to divide. As you can see, I have too many wasps flying around here. I do not like that. I have the portion that is alive, and I have the portion that has died. So I'm going to try to save the portion that is alive. Alright, so I'm just going to try Maybe just cutting down the middle. Why is that wasp flying? Oh, hold on. That wasp is making me nervous here. Give me a second. I don't like him right there. Okay, and now when I go to get something to get him away, he flies away on his own. You tell me these insects don't have, they have some good senses there. You know? All right, and I took off my glove and misplaced it again. Okay, I see it. Okay, so I'm thinking of slicing it right down the center. All right, let's start down the center and then we can take off to get closer to what is alive. I hope this works. I hope slicing it works. Probably need a knife, eh? I say slice and I'm using a shovel. Oh, look at this, guys. I got something to happen. Got on in there. I got on into something. All right, it is working. It is working, people. I'm assuming we probably have some very experienced gardeners that are looking at what I'm doing now and saying, "Oh no, oh my gosh!" Guys, never mind if I'm doing this the wrong way. Okay, it's my first time and I'm learning. All right. It's okay to get it wrong a couple times. Hey, get it wrong as many times as you need to, right? I think what's more important than getting it right is learning every time you get it wrong and then taking that knowledge on with you. Yeah. You gotta try. You always have to try. All right. Hopefully this does not make too much of a mess on the floor. Never be afraid of trying because you're afraid of getting it wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It's more important that you try. All right. This is the part. This stem right here is alive. This part right here. Everything else is gone, but these two seem to be attached right here. It's 96 degrees in the shade. It's real hot. Woo! It's really hot. All right, I have a lot of, I can feel the gardening community right now saying, "You are torturing that plant, Naomi." And it's not my intentions, guys. I'm trying to take off this part that is alive, that's still green. Oh, I'm trying to separate it so that I can replant it. Oh man. All right, let me use the pruners the way they're meant to be used. How about that? Oh, there we go. Imagine that, using it the way it was meant to be used. Worse. Alright. Oh, okay. Separation has been accomplished. All of that to save this little piece of plant right here. But I think it's worth trying, guys. What do you think? I've cut a major root. I don't know. Let's take off some of this. I don't think we need all this fluff at the bottom, so let's just take some of that off. All right, guys, this is what I'm left with. What do you think? Do you think we have a chance? I do not know, but let's plant it up. Oh, Let me turn the camera so you guys are with me. It took me it took a lot of effort to get that separated. And I'm hoping now that I have not killed this little part here that was alive. But let's get it planted. So I definitely added too much soil. It's alright. I left a lot of the roots on there. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but alright. Let's get it in here. And I noticed that they have it planted in a very light mix. My mix is going to be a little bit heavier. Hope that does not impact the plant in a bad way. Alright, puppy, I know I stressed you out, but you are an evergreen. You are strong. Alright? You are going to bounce back from this like nobody's business. Yes, you are. And you are going to be beautiful. And then I'm going to put you in the garden. Yes, I am. Alright, guys, number 1. Alright, looks so much better with all that dead stuff gone. This is all the dead stuff we got off of it. See that? And I'm hoping I did not damage it too badly when I was trying to separate it from the rest of the plant. Let's put it here. Alright, let's get on to, let me clean this up and then we do number 2. Alrighty. Let's do number 2 quickly. Alright, the part of the plant that is alive is right here. Again, one little stem. Let me just pull them apart a bit here. So you can see right there? Alright, so this is alive, this is gone. Well, part of this is gone. I'll clip those up, and I'm going to separate it right here. Alright. And I should move more of the one that is dead out of the way. Let's see. I can do this a little bit more, with a bit more efficiency this time. Alright. You see? You learn every time you do something. Now I've figured out to take this part off first. You learn something new every time we do something new, right? Okay. Alright, let's separate this. Not sure how this one's going to do, because there's some dead hair. A lot of it actually. But I'll just cut out the dead stems because the majority of this part is alive. So, let me see. Starting with a smaller container. I'm told that plants like to root in small containers. And then upsize it later on, because it's a container that I have. Although it's so hot, maybe a larger container would be better for to have more soil around it. Let's keep it a little bit moist. The other one was fine, but this one's a little bit bigger, so it makes me worry about container size. That's alright. If it bothers me too much, I will get some more soil and just put it in a larger container tomorrow. But for now, I'm working with what I have. Hopefully give the plant a chance to live for us. I need to stop singing that song. I'm in the shade. All right. They have been good. It is now planted. Let me cut off the pieces that are not. Let me remove the dead stems here so it looks a bit more presentable. You just have quite a bit of it. Fire chiefs truly are a nice plant, guys. I do like it. It's an evergreen. I love it. There we go. I'm trying to remove all of the dead needles, if not all, at least most of them, so that I can gauge if the plant is doing well. Because knowing me, I'm going to come out and check on it every other day, and I'm going to be looking for signs of needles drying up, right? So if I remove all that is dry now, I'll have a good start. Alright guys, I think that's it. Alright. Look at that, we divided our first plants. This has been a year of new things so far. Alright. If this plant survives, now that will be just truly awesome. That would make all of this so perfectly awesome. Alright, let's get them watered in. Ooh, heavy. Let me turn you around so you can see them. Forgive the mess, you know, we were just working, right? So there they are. Alright, they look way better with all that dead removed. It feels like we have a live plant that we're working with. I'm going to go ahead and water them in, and then I'll of course be on top of the watering for a couple of weeks here. And then hopefully I will remind me to give you guys an update, and I'll let you know if they survived or not, and I'm hoping that they will survive. All the love out to these plants that they survive for me. Look at this spider, guys. Hate spiders, can I tell you? Floating in the middle of nowhere. I do not like spiders. Can't stand them. But alright, let's get watered. Alright guys, and that wraps it up for yet another video. I have completely attempted to try to save these plants, and fingers crossed that they will work. Alright, thank you so much again for staying with me for yet another video. As always, you guys are awesome. Stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.